I'd probably like them, but I just don't tend to watch movies.
Well, there is that too.
Like, I last watched La La Land, and before that was like, geez, James Bond's Spectre.
The last movie that I watched was like
That's a good sign.
Technically speaking, the last movie that I watched was the film sequel to the anime series Steins Gate, because I recently reread Steins Gate, which is a fantastic visual novel. Well worth it for anyone who's interested in Japanese culture and time travel and science fiction. So there's a recommendation. I still may entertain the possibility of doing a read through of Steins Gate one day, but recommendation of the day, yeah, Steins Gate. Go get it. It's very good. It's officially available in English. You can get it on Steam. You can get it on the PlayStation Network. It's good.
Cripes, my earbuds are full of wax.
That's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about Steins
Nice
Gate.
recommendation, dude.
Yeah, it's like you might almost think that I'm getting paid to advertise it or something, but I am definitely not getting paid to advertise Steins Gate.
No, you're only mentioning Steins Gate because you happen to like Steins Gate.
Exactly.
That's Steins with a semicolon, right?
It is.
Gate.
It's
yeah.
And
so that's Steins semicolon Gate, and we are not being paid to talk about Steins semicolon Gate.
Just to make it entirely clear, it's STEINS semicolon GATE.
Which happens to spell Steins Gate.
Yeah, and because it is in fact the choice of Steins Gate that I mention it to everybody who would be watching this. So these just get longer and longer every time. Oh, hello. Yeah, this is definitely Silent Hill.
Volumetric fog of doom.
How did we even get to that building through all this fog?
We drove a car.
That seems dangerous.
So I just took an on-pool, not because I needed health, but because it maxes out your stamina and speed for like 2 minutes. So I am not fighting things, because there's too many things to fight, and it has pendulums in here somewhere, and I don't like it.
So... yeah, this is actually... This is one of the reasons that the Silent Hill games like do kind of creep me out, is that like they oh well, hello.
By pendulum.
Yeah. They made very good use of the fact that the PlayStation 1 had too limited technology to render Silent Hill, and the fog is a very good effect. It's and then they apparently screwed it up for the HD release, so that's hilarious.
That's good. Yeah.
I don't know how do you even know we're suddenly in Devil May Cry. Okay.
Well, a strip club, yes. If you have completed New Game Plus, or if you're playing on a console and have save game, like Silent Hill 2 save games, there's like a poster of Maria on the stage. It's great.
Welp. It's true. It's Silent Hill. A quiet little lakeside. I don't believe you.
I mean, it was the favorite place of James and Mary Sunderland.
I guess it is technically true, which is the best kind of true, but it's not quiet for the right reasons. So, Heaven's Night. You gotta love the like excessively literal sort of naming conventions like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you could have named it anything, And exactly like the paradise sign there as well. It's like,
This is the worst sound in the game.
which one's that?
Did you hear the huffing?
No, it was.
You will.
It was stuck in between all the door openings. So
Okay, well, just wait for a second, and you will encounter the huffing, and the worst is the worst sound.
great.
Makes me slightly panic every time.
Is it actually just the sound itself, or is it because of the enemy that it's associated with?
It's actually one of the easiest enemies, so it's just the sound.
All right. Pick up all the painkillers. Or are those
It's an energy drink.
No, I was talking about the pills.
Oh, I don't know. I can't pick them up. I presume they're bullets.
No, they're probably birth control pills. Knowing this game. Oh, that. Oh, hi there. Wow.
There will be much crotch kicking.
Yeah,
Prepare yourself.
You just got super fresh with that nurse. Like, come on, man.
How did that miss?
I know we said that they don't really care about their modesty, but like, man, you don't need to shove your foot up there. Jeez.
Again, if they rise, like they go like in a sort of like wave motion from their feet upwards, so you get a nice look up their skirt, and there's not any underwear there. It's terrifying.
There's definitely porn of that.
Oh, 100%.
I would.
Oh, that's a doll.
I would wager that there is lesbian porn of that.
Okay, so this is the most terrifying thing.
What's that? Someone in a gloomy cell.
You're the one I've been waiting for, and haven't you been waiting for me too? That's why you came to rescue me. Oh, how I love you, Heather. I want to give you my prized doll I made to commemorate our meeting, to start of this everlasting love. Stanley Coleman.
I love you, Clarice.
Yeah, we're just going to reload our gun.
Natural reaction to something like that.
Yeah, basically.
So I've never actually seen any of the films with Hannibal in them, actually, as it happens. Which
you should. Silence of the Lambs is really good.
Yeah, I've actually I've been considering it like more and more lately as well.
Here's Leonard, by the way. Obsessive ideas, hallucinations, instability of emotionally, schizophrenia assumed.
It's
Strong
always
sense of justice, becomes very violent when overexcited.
It's always mental illness.
And here's Stanley Coleman.
Yeah,
passive and cowardly.
The one who loves us.
Yeah. Acts on obsessive attachment to a particular woman, has caused violent incidents.
Excellent use of the passive voice there. Just top notch.
Well, it's nice and threatening.
Okay.
I was trying to zoom in on S12 to show where it was, but it wouldn't let me move left and right.
So what you're saying is that in the post-editing for this, I need to draw a red circle around it.
I mean, that might work.
I'm probably not going to do that, but...
Targic. Okay, no cigar for third floor, no cigar for basement. 2, I guess.
I question the intelligence in riding an elevator in a hospital like this.
Well, the stairs are locked, so...
We have a shotgun. Do you think she realizes that doors generally don't stand up to shotguns?
Well, the thing is, it would break the lock, and then she wouldn't be able to open the door.
You can just break the door. The Path to Paradise. Well, we just came from Paradise. It was a...
This is horrible, by the way. He's talking about the door to the side.
Yeah.
And it's got a horrible clue on hard mode.
So, I presume this is going to be explained. But How does he know that we were coming?
He's been stalking us.
How?
I think what happened... Well, one theory is he's a ghost. And the other theory is... And that's got a lot of credence. But the other theory is that he literally saw us entering the hospital, and he just immediately went like this.
Just, like, started writing in all these different books. Just, like, running around the hospital, leaving them around everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty dedicated. How did he know?
We're not taking his doll, which makes him sad.
How did he know our name?
Magic. Oh, Leonard probably mentioned us, but whatever.
How did Leonard know us again?
Or Claudia. I don't know, lol. But what's great, what's absolutely great is... Well, the perfume makes more monsters come to you, so no.
That's a good idea.
And also... Oh gosh. So, your eyes... Glassy bead... So it's a love poem, right?
No, it's not.
You're too meek, beautiful and spoiled. I want to hurt you and destroy myself.
So what we're saying is that this guy is Victor Zaz.
Whoever wrote this memo is easily... Yeah, shove my thumb deeply into your eye socket. Abruptly, decisively. What would it feel like? I must taste the warmth of your blood.
And then afterwards...
How would you scream?
I would cut your name into my skin.
The maddening hunger of lost count.
As an eternal reminder.
Biting your tongue, shredding it, biting at your lips. Your cherry-tinted cheeks.
Jesus Christ, this
How
guy.
is your tender ear? I want to sink my teeth into its flesh.
So we're coming back to the Day of the Tentacle issue here, where apparently I'm just prescient and can predict what's going to happen with characters.
Are you ready for this? The password is reenact that damage on the keypad. Left eye, cheek, ear.
What?
You shove your thumb into her eye, then destroy her lips, then her left cheek, and then her left ear.
How does that correspond to those numbers?
Imagine if the keypad was a face.
That doesn't make sense. What?
I figured it out. I had to read that way more often than I wanted to, but I figured it out.
Anyway, how did it come to pass that this guy was actually Hannibal? Like, that doesn't make sense. I was making a joke that shouldn't have... Like, why?
I mean, he's not exactly Hannibal.
I mean...
But he does, like, know you right away. Yeah, it's true.
This seems bad.
Margaret, let's be together until death does us part.
Well, he's dead, so...
There you go. Alright, here's another affected by riddle difficulty puzzle. Yeah, like that door code on easy, it's like a simple math problem.
Okay.
And on medium, it's like maneuvering around the keypad. Like 2 above and then like 3 below, stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
And then hard is destroy a woman's face.
Great. Everybody likes violence against women, right?
I mean, there's a song about it even. Read by Jim Goad.
Let's not shine the flashlights directly on the dead nurses, please, if we can. M4.
Don't worry, there'll be many more.
Are we gonna find an M4 in here?
No.
Why? This guy. What?
Yeah.
How many dolls do you have, dude?
No, it's the same one. If we go back to other places, the doll and journal are no longer there.
Oh, so he's just running around the hospital at like...
yeah.
Okay. That's even weirder.
Alright, so do you remember... This is random. In easy mode, it's like just the clock. Put it in. On medium mode, it's like a rusted. It's like rusted away where things should be.
Yeah.
No, in easy mode, it literally has it just scrawled across the front. In medium mode, you just read the time. In hard mode, you have to do it in like army military time. So it's 15, not 3.
Is there any way that you would know that?
Yeah, the dead guy's arm said the stop time is my key.
No, I mean, is there any way that you would know you have to put it in as military time?
Well, it doesn't work.
Oh,
and
God.
Also you're on puzzle hard mode.
So what you're saying is that the only way to actually just figure it out through the gameplay is trial and error.
Well, I mean, you know it doesn't work, even though it should, and you're like, well, let's try military time. That's what I did, and it worked. Ah!
Well, you missed.
As I said, the nurses are the kings of getting up again.
So, how many times...
Look at how bad I'm hurt.
Yeah, how many times are we going to die in this game?
It'll take a while before you even die once.
But we are going to die.
Oh, you better believe it. What's really scary, by the way, is in hard and extreme modes, a bunch of these nurses have pistols.
Excuse me. Zombies aren't supposed to use pistols.
Deal with it.
I mean, I know
this one has a pistol. This one like usually gets me every time.
And I know, strictly speaking, they're not actually like zombies, but you know, semantics.
Yeah,
camera.
it has a pistol. It has a pistol, and it does like a third of your health bar in damage.
Of course. Why wouldn't it, right?
I think the only other thing that hits that hard is like the second to final boss and the final boss.
I mean, admittedly, like, you get shot by a pistol. Chances
you
are,
fall down.
Yeah. You know, it's not like you're in a video game protagonist where you can just like shrug it off and absorb the pistol bullet into your skin and just keep going. Like,
I mean, she can, but she has to use a first aid kit. Oh, does that one have a pistol? No, that has a pipe. Okay, we're good.
why?
Why what?
Why do they make those noises?
Because Akira Yamaoka's really good at his job.
Like, but it's
Oh, jeez, it got up again.
yeah. I mean, she was still writhing around, so.
Oh yeah, I ran because I figured the other one had a pistol, which it did.
Like, I get the screams, but I don't. They don't mesh with the sound.
Well, I mean, I'm unnerved every time I hear it. Oh, jeez. Nurses, please.
So many.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Is this our first death?
No. It was about to be, but I'm like, nope.
Chomp
Go
down
shake
those
that
first
straight
aid
to the
kits.
face. Ow. Ah, she got up.
It's always nice how video game mechanics work. It's so good that you can just pause the game to heal and not have to worry about getting killed while you're trying to while you're trying to scarf down a first aid kit.
Oh, don't worry. They got rid of that in Silent Hill 4. To everyone's chagrin.
Yeah, like, unfortunately, the Dark Souls method does not work for every game.
And what a tragedy that is.
There are some times when you legitimately do need to concede some things for video game's sake. All right, the organ is. Oh my god! This guy knows about Steins Gate. Holy crap!
Sir, I'm gonna need you to turn down.
I was just having fun because I really like that. But then this guy has to go and bring up the organization. Like, oh, come on, man.
Please stop being prescient. Thank you. Well, he's gone and glued a bunch of stuff to the wall, including this key.
And
I'd like to take that key. Thankfully, in his little note, he says, "You'll just peel it off using that nasty gunk the wenches use, won't you?" So, happily, we raided the nasty wenches' lockers and found nail polish remover.
Of course.
So, that'll do.
Why has he glued a stag beetle to the wall? And a spoon.
Because there's actually... The wiki goes into way too much detail trying to figure out what the guy has. Using, like, his behavior and, like, gluing things to walls. And they actually came up with an answer.
Of course they did.
Let's not deal with that, nurse.
Let's not deal with a whole lot of things. Where are we going? Oh, great.
That's really good. That's really, really good.
I love that that's like... That's always the universal sign of, like... Oh man, shit's gonna get real in a survival horror fiction. Whereas, like, there's always a wheelchair that's overturned with the wheels still spinning.
Yep.
That's
stop spinning is the really good touch.
Yeah, that's classic survival horror right there.
Alright, so something bloody dragged out from the back of the shelf. We can't quite see in there, so we thankfully pulled this out of the dead guy's briefcase.
It appears to be roughly at head height, too. I wonder what that means. Such great Foley in this. That's not a body.
It's 7589.
Okay. Presumably that's a puzzle.
So if you watch the Usagi short film, I think it answers what happened to the thing in the wheelchair. It was Robbie the rabbit. And he was then promptly dragged into the elevator to go to the crematorium seconds before we arrived.
What?
Robbie the rabbit. You know Robbie the rabbit.
No.
We saw like 8 of him at the very start of the game.
What? Why?
Because Usagi was really funny, even though it was kind of disturbing.
No, why rabbit?
Because theme park mascot.
Why?
Nope.
Why here?
Let me in.
Why was...
I mean, it was just a short film done for fun by the Silent Hill team.
So is there no, like...
Oh, we'd never find out in the game what was in that wheelchair.
Of course not. Then why did they have it there? Just for the atmosphere, I guess?
Yeah. A lot of things happened just... like when the head fell off the mannequin, for instance.
Okay. You know, fair enough. It's survival horror games are always kind of hilarious when you like actually think about them, because they...
Oh, this is messed up, by the way.
I mean,
fatality to patient, 12 hours confinement.
Great.
Dismissal policy no longer in effect. You go into the chamber.
Yay.
The trick is not to leave any marks. The chief is a perv. Christy would have been better off if she was fired.
Welp. Great.
And with that in mind, we're about to meet Christy.
Yay.
Bye.
Oh. Welp.
Jeez.
Yeah. Survival horror games they're always like an exercise in either overusing Chekhov's gun or like just draining all tension for frustration instead, because everything is like potentially dangerous, and like.
I mean, this one balances well. There's a lot of non-Chekhov's gun occurrences.
Well, yeah,
like the wheelchair.
Well, no, that clearly is. That's a textbook Chekhov's gun instance because it's like it has no relevance. It means nothing.
But, no, that's the opposite of Chekhov's gun. Chekhov's gun is where everything that's unusual must have a purpose.
Oh, right. It's what I was thinking of. I thought there is an actual name for the opposite of that, isn't there?
I've forgotten what it is.
I think there is, but yeah, I'm thinking of the opposite of Chekhov's gun because Chekhov's gun is when like. Oh, there's a very conspicuous gun placed at like the beginning of the story, and by the end of the story, that gun has to be used for something relevant to the story.
There is a Chekhov's gun in this game. You might have noticed that she still has her pendant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's an opposite corollary to that as well, where it's just like there are these things that are very conspicuous in their presence that seem like they should be used for something, but they never get used. I don't. It has a name. You could probably find it on TV Tropes if you want to spend like 5 hours on that website again. But
no, thanks. I have to go to work in like an hour and a bit.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it has an official name. I just can't remember it. But that's what I was talking about. Is like survival horror games tend to overuse that sort of thing, where it's just like either everything matters. And it kind of ends up like draining the tension because you're just like constantly being chased by a monster or whatever. Or they have a whole lot of things that just don't matter. And then you're constantly like on edge because you don't know if it's going to come back or anything. I don't know.
I think this game balances it well. I never got stuck on like, but surely this means a thing.
It tends to not be the sort of thing that you focus on when you're playing the game anyway, so it only really matters when you're having like this intellectual sort of looking back at it sort of. Why does your mouse keep showing up at the bottom of the screen, by the way?
Because I was running it in a window and occasionally that would happen. Oh, by the way, did you not like Stanley? Because he's dead now.
Okay. How did that happen? Did he just kill himself or something?
No. I'm sorry I wasn't able to respond to your love. Leonard despises me. It's all over. If it weren't for his meddling, we'd be able to meet you just a while. I'd take you to my world more beautiful than this one.
Welp.
Today would be the day you'd save me. Today. What? Leonard's no ordinary guy. Farewell, I loved you. Heather, my goddess. Heather, my lover. Heather, my dead.
Because you're totally an ordinary guy, right?
Well, also, they have a monster closet here.
Oh. Yay.
Die. I need you to die because there's another pistol-wielding nurse.
Well.
Not very far away. Right there.
Kick her. Oh,
no.
God, there's so many
had pistol.
There's so many of them. Well, you're dead. We dead. We dead, son.
Okay. It dead.
Then just shoot that one. You know, kick the one with the pistol like 5 times, but shoot the other one. Sure.
Usually the shotgun misses. I shot the shotgun by accident there, and it happened to kill the nurse.
So you got lucky.
It's really bad at hitting. Yeah, like shotguns do not work on slurpers or downed enemies because she just can't shoot down with a shotgun. Which with a pistol.
Again, like. I'm sure that firing a shotgun has its difficulties, but you'd think that aiming at a mostly stationary target, like on the floor, directly in front of you, would not be that difficult.
But here we are.
Oh, phone. Let's answer the old rotary phone.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. It's for us, clearly. Hello? Yes, this is Heather. You want to sell me something? I'm not sure I should agree with that.
Hello?
I don't
She says hello as you say all that.
No, I'm not.
Don't lie to me, Claudia.
Oh, okay, so it's not for us.
Your responsibility.
That's actually surprising.
Have you come to apologize?
Unless this
Or
is...
maybe you still don't realize how foolish you've been. The salvation of all mankind.
Foolish.
What a ridiculous dream.
How could you
Wait,
possibly
just
see?
listen to me for a second.
I've heard enough from you already. How did you know
I know a Leonard in real life. I don't like him.
that?
Is he just like this
Listen
guy?
to me already.
Yeah.
I'm not Claudia.
What? Then who are you?
Not Claudia.
My name is Heather.
Oh! That Heather,
Are
okay.
you?
I have plans for you.
Leonard Wolf.
Welp.
I'm sorry. I thought you were my daughter.
That makes it so much better, right? Weren't you the one who called?
Claudia is your daughter?
Oh, so you know her, do you? Are you one of her followers?
Now,
No, never.
obviously this is for
When I
the
find
sake
her,
of video games, but
I can feel
that Claudia could have been anybody.
behind your words.
Like, it could just be complete coincidence that there are two people named Claudia.
Kill her, don't you?
Well, no, because he was saying like, salvation of mankind, what a ridiculous
sorry.
dream, and Claudia was always already talking about that.
Well, yes, but still,
She killed
it
my
could
father.
still be complete coincidence. Like,
She's a fool.
there are
It's safe to assume it's not.
a lot of people in the world named Claudia, so
Yeah, but how many in Silent Hill are named Claudia?
that's why I mean, like, I know it's for the sake of video game, you know, blah blah blah, but silly nonetheless.
I meant the geological location, but still.
Locked up in here.
Geographical
Must
location.
Stop
I
Geology.
Claudia.
can't.
Where are you now?
Are you a fan of
Geography.
geology? Are you
Geography.
are you a fan of geology?
End of the hall on the street.
Okay, so this is the room he's supposed to be in, but all he has is on a
Of
phone.
help to you. I have a seal.
Yeah.
But he says he's at the end of floor 2 now.
Seal?
Why did he think he would get in contact with his daughter by calling his phone?
The end of the hall on the second floor.
Which floor are we on?
3. But there was no room at the end of... As you can see, there's no room at the end of the hall on the second floor.
Surely he means room M6.
He doesn't.
Surely he means in Silent Hill world, then.
There we go.
So he's calling across worlds?
Yeah.
That seems okay. Second floor, here we come.
What's really great is when you go through the door, you can like turn around and come back, but everything's alive again.
Ugh.
Speedrunners, like 10-star runners, use that to their advantage.
Ugh.
Because yeah, M6 is like broken, but what this?
Oh. See? Yeah, there's totally a room there. What are you talking about?
I have regrets.
Yeah. This seems completely okay. This still seems completely okay. What could go wrong? By the way,
A lot of things could go wrong, honestly.
I was thinking about asking this like back in the first video. I never did. Are you playing with the film grain on?
Yes.
Of course.
Sorry, I guess.
No, it's. Do you have any particular reason for that, or like?
I left everything at default.
Right.
For...
Do you
Yeah.
do you usually play with it like at default, or do you ever mess with it?
I've messed with it a few times. I honestly can't tell the difference much.
I can. I feel like Silent Hill is one of the few games where having film grain actually kind of works. Because they have it in the first Mass Effect game, and I can't play that with it on. It's just like I know that it's there to like kind of complete the feel of like emulating an 80s kind of space pulp sort of thing, but it just doesn't really work for me.
Her panting animation is amazing.
All right.
Hi, Lisa Garland.